Yeah.
Maybe
Who will become host now for the Zoom?
Mr. Yahya, yeah.
I'll make you one, Job.
Yeah.
Co-host. Mr. Jovi help in the breakout room.
Okay.
When we have, yeah, one help.
Like
can make
always.
yeah. Thank you, Mr. Jovi.
maybe we can continue our
I
meeting
think
tonight.
yeah, I think it's enough for introduction new member. Maybe if a new member come, we can introduce later. And I think it is the time for Mr. Yahya. Yeah, Mr. Irfan. It is my suggestion to begin a presentation. Thank you.
Before Mr. Yahya share his knowledge to us, I will read to the schedule for tonight. Greeting participant, maybe we have maybe done, and presentation by Mr. Yahya, breakout room 1, then breakout room 2, and taking picture together, and the last choosing a new moderator and presenter. Okay, if maybe in this meeting tonight, after Mr. Yahya share his knowledge to us, if you have any question about what the presenters say tonight, maybe you may give a question. Okay, now we will hear Mr. Yahya talk about congestion and simple solution. We all know the congestion are very troubling to all of us, especially those of us who lives in Jakarta. A trip that usually use if we use 13 minutes becomes 2 hours if there is a congestion. Okay, Mr. Yahya, time is yours to present your materi. Okay.
Okay, Mas Irfan, thank you for your introduction and for for everything, for the new member introduction as well. So last week, actually, I asked Mr. Dennis to, this presentation tonight is more of like discussion, because this is an educational and campaign material that we from Urban Policy Indonesia are actively spreading out to anybody, to educate people, to inform people. And this similar material will also be used in the following public discussion that we are going to hold. We, as in me and my colleague in Urban Policy Indonesia, we're going to hold a public discussion with Kadis Hub Depok, with maybe some people from Polres Depok, because this very topic is going to be discussed with the executive of Depok, the regional government. If this is going well, I might duplicate this and make this a more spread material as well. So you guys are the lucky one to hear this material. Yeah, so I'm going to share my screen. And okay, so for those of you who haven't known me already, my name is Yahya Imanuddin. I am a senior transport researcher in Urban Policy Indonesia, basically doing research in all transport-related project, study, or everything. We are aiming to produce as many policy paper, policy brief as possible to advise, to consult with the government, especially regional, because that's what we are specializing for. And we are starting from Depok, where most of Urban Policy Indonesia members are living in. But we are starting to grow outside Depok. So if any of you have, interesting topics, interesting subjects related to transport and any urban development matters, you can always recommend us, like I don't know, any junction near your house that always stuck in traffic and so on. You can always invite us to do some research on it and do some public advice to the government, to the local government. So that's basically what we are doing, me and my colleague. And tonight I am going to give you guys the insight on what is congestion and why is it happening, and the simple solution to it. By simple, I mean theoretically simple, just like when the Indonesian proverb, hemat pangkal kaya. It's true, it's easy, it's simple, but why not why everybody is not rich? If it's that simple, why everybody is not rich? That's the question, right? Theory, and we're going to see slide. Is it moving? Yeah, is the slide going
What
to the
slide?
next page?
It's still in the one page.
Oh, really?
In
This
the
one?
screen.
It's still in the first page.
Yeah, still in that one, sir.
It's fresh in me.
I will try. Yeah.
Your connection, Mr. Yahya?
Yeah, I
Hold
heard.
on.
Oh, okay. For now, it's in the
It could be.
second slide.
Oh, yeah, it might be my connection. Hold on. How about now?
Yeah, it's
Is
good
it-
now.
Is it good now? Okay, yes. Okay, so this is the fact. Jakarta people lost more than 28 trillion rupiah per year due to traffic congestion in several aspects. This is a research done by University of Indonesia and several major consulting group. And this is the field. The first one is economic loss in work time wasted. Just like what Mas Irfan said, that in traffic we waste our time where it should be 30-minute journey became like 2 hours journey, and that is a waste of time and productivity, especially for workforce, for people that are working in a regular basis. The second one is the health-related costs due to air pollution. This is maybe hospital costs and so on and so on. Safety-related costs due to traffic accident and road rage. Do you know what road rage is? It is like when people fighting because of, someone cut other people's vehicle, cut is, overtaking, or someone maybe baretin mobil orang. And that's actually comprising quite a lot percentage in this economic loss. And the last one is environmental related costs due to other pollutions. It could be sound pollution. It could be, noise of the space pollution, where there is unnecessary space built for transportation, where it should actually be used. And this is not to mention the long-term mental health. Long-term mental health issues that are caused by the frequent stress of like traffic congestion experience. in big city. I don't know if there is any study in Jakarta yet, but outside Indonesia, there are many studies that relating congestion to the stress and even suicidal behavior. So this is a catastrophic, just like Mas Irfan said, this is a catastrophic events happen in any urban areas, not only Jakarta, but we are talking about Indonesia, and Jakarta is one of the worst example, along with Surabaya, Medan, and any other big city. So the question is, what is traffic congestion? Does any of you want to give your opinion? Just a little bit, that's fine. What is traffic congestion in your
Traffic
opinion?
jam. Traffic
Oh,
jam
traffic
is a
jam, yeah.
congestion.
Yeah, okay, that's okay. Technically, they are different. I will tell you the difference. It's in the slide actually, but they are similar. What is that? What is traffic jam by definition? By I don't know, by your feelings.
Maybe because the congestion is not really proper for the car or the sidewalk or something like that, so become unnecessary traffic jam, maybe.
Okay, so congestion is traffic jam. Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. Any opinion? Any other opinion?
Or
Yeah.
you use congestion since it British, while
Mhm.
traffic jam is American.
Okay, it's more of a linguistic perspective. Okay, it's okay. Even I don't know if that's true or not. Okay, I will just tell you from technical perspective. So it has something to do with traffic demand and road capacity. Okay, traffic demand is the number of road user. Okay, so if we are talking about traffic, it's not traffic is not the macet itself. So if you're saying I'm stuck in traffic, yeah, traffic is the flow, the kerumunan, the flow. Yeah. So the event of people stuck in traffic is often described as congestion or traffic jam. So traffic congestion or traffic jam. It has something to do with the demand and the capacity of the road. If this is important, I mean, it's quite a bit technical, but it's simple. In 80 to 85% of the capacity of the road. Okay, you are still moving because it is near the saturation level of the capacity. Can you imagine a bottle and then you put you know, maybe marbles? Okay, you put one marble, two marbles, three marbles. If it's low demand or low volume, it is still free flow. But if you put, as you put more marbles into the bottle, it will start to congest and building a traffic jam. And what is traffic jam? It will be jam when the demand is approaching full capacity. So it is interesting. That's why when designing a road, traffic engineers gather the numbers of demand, the traffic demand. If you're curious how traffic engineers count how many cars passing a future road, you can ask me, you can PM me later, because that's one course itself, and measure the capacity of the road based on those demand. Okay, so if a traffic engineer develop, Nita is here as a civil engineer, maybe she can, you know, if there's anything I said is wrong, you can just always correct me. We are trying to keep the demand lower than the capacity, of course, right? Because that's where we need to facilitate the road user. But the question is why there is still a congestion when traffic engineers are building the road with such mindset in mind. Okay, before we are proceeding, I will be holding a quick survey. So please grab your phone because it is quite. Can you open vfox.app and enter the ID on my screen, or just scan the barcode with your phone? It's easy and fast.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, it's okay. I will wait for you. We have many times for this. You can scan the QR code or type vfox.app in your phone and then type the ID, and you'll be in the poll, in the survey. Oh, thank you, Torik, for providing us the link in the chat. You can just click the link in the Zoom chat and copy paste the ID.
I'm in now.
Yeah, right now. We are having a live poll or live survey or whatever you like to call it.
So I just answered the question in here. How frequent are you getting stuck in congestion?
Yep, please. Is that the first question? It should be. Okay, it should start from the first question. Sorry. Okay, there are 8 people in here, and I'm opening the first question. So I will wait for 2 more minutes. There are how many participants? There are 18 participants. I will wait for 2 more minutes. So for those of you who haven't joined already, can join the survey as well. I will provide the details for each question. If you are confused, you can always ask. Please raise your hand if you are confused with the questions. Okay?
Ironisa, please mute your Zoom, please.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I have a question.
Yeah, please, Bima.
What is running errand?
Okay, running errands is doing your daily task like groceries, shopping, but it's not work related. Errand is like, yeah, just going shopping and then paying utility bills, doing monthly groceries and so on.
It's kind of short journey.
Yeah, sorry, who's first?
It's kind of short journey, right?
Yeah. That's
Is
right.
immobile is like WFH worker?
Yes, you're right. Immobile is when you are not going out of your house for most of the day. If you are a full-time worker, you are the third category. So the participant is still increasing. I will wait for another minute. There are 17 participants, but 13 on the live poll.
So after I click one of them, should I click the vote receipt or something?
No, just wait because I will click the next question.
Okay, sure.
Okay. At 8, I will close the registration and we will proceed to the next question. Please wait for the others. Thank you. Fifteen seconds left. If any one of you still wanting to join. Okay, I will close the poll and close the first question, close the registration and move to the next question. 12 people. Okay. So in this post-pandemic, we have Okay, this is quite a balanced demographic. That's good. I will open the next poll. Please check your phone. Okay, this is the second question. If you are going out, please choose your most used transportation mode. The first one is private vehicles. The third one is public transport, and the second one is mixed use of them, both of them.
Can I ask you?
Yes, please.
If go-car is what the category if I use go-car?
It's public transport.
Oh, public. Okay, okay.
Yes, it's there. Okay. All of you have answered, and we will move to the last question. Okay. Wow, this is interesting. 2/3 using private cars, that's private vehicles. Okay. 1616. Okay, I will. This is the last question. This is just take an average calculation. When you're going out in a week, how frequent are you getting stuck in congestion in days? Okay, not in like 1 time, 2 time, but days. Just do the average. That's fine. This is not some kind of test. This is just two people left. Okay, so all of you have answered, and let's see. Okay, so whoa, for those of you who got stuck in traffic for 6 to 7 days a week, poor you. I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay, I will close the poll. I get the number already, and we will continue with the slide. Okay, that is the typical question a traffic engineers will ask you about the demographic of road user, right? So those data is interesting because still in this little or rather small sample, we're still seeing a lot of private vehicle users, and you are still getting stuck in traffic. I don't give you 0 because I don't believe that you're not getting stuck in any congestion. Is that true? Is there any of you that haven't got stuck in congestion in a while? Please raise your hand. No? Okay. So all of you experience the congestion almost every week, yeah? At least every week, if not every day. What is it your, yeah?
Especially in weekend like Saturday, but like in Saturday
Yeah.
or Monday.
Okay, yeah.
Monday
How
as well.
about you, Irani?
Well, something interesting is, can you hear my voice, Mr. Yahya?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
I got the congestion only in weekend. The weekend is always
Sorry.
on the traffic jam.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I didn't put any 0.
Yeah, but on the weekday it's just nice. It's just
Okay. Where do you live? If I may know?
I live in Citayam.
Citayam. Oh, really? Oh, that's nice. Are you working in Citayam as well, or are you working from home?
Not, I'm working in my home actually, but
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's okay. That's a good one. That might be the ideal condition of daily commuting pattern. Okay, so after those survey, I'm going to this is a free discussion for all. Okay, what do you think are causing congestion? You can give your honest opinion. I don't know. You can say anything, and you can curhat. You can you can tell everyone everything in this discussion session. Maybe firstly for 5 minutes. If there are many of you who interested to give their opinion, we can add more time.
Yes, I think I think in my opinion, the most and the foremost factor causing this issue is people behavior and also
Okay.
people awareness. Of course, starting from awareness, then behavior. So I just maybe it's good for me to share my life experience because I live in both uh, most populated city like province, and also I ever live in less
Dance.
less dense city or regency. So I
Mhm.
think um, yes, we can compare because in the less dense city there are a few people there, but when
Yeah.
come to the city, I mean to the center of the city, but the issue is the same. The issue is the same, and what I observe from this case is that um, the behavior or the awareness is the main factor. For example, you may want to see the difference between uh, Bogor and
Mhm.
Cilacap, the city I ever visited. In Cilacap, um, I saw a few angkot there, a few
Okay.
angkot or a public transport uh, but it doesn't mean that the public transport really help because it reduce private the use of the private vehicle. But the fact
Mhm.
that if we see angkot, but I don't think I'm blaming angkot, but in reality you can see when they are picking uh, the passenger, they sometimes causing a delay behind, issue that
Yeah. Yeah.
making others transport users feel annoyed about that. So let's see. This is because of the behavior and the awareness of that. Of course, if we relate to the number of populations, yes, we may
Mhm.
even there are some angkot. Maybe we still can. Maybe the capacity still low than the saturation level, or the congestion is not happening. So, but again, the one that I want to stress is the behavior and the awareness. So that's my opinion.
Mhm. Okay, that's a good point. A good one, a great one. Um, the next one, Torik, can you express your opinion on this? You are
Okay.
raising your hand.
I think it is because. Oh, can you hear my voice?
Yeah, clearly.
Okay.
But I can't see your face.
It's okay because I like to use my virtual hotel. Okay, so I believe it because of bad urban planning. You can see in Bandung actually. In Bandung, you can see the difference between the urban planning made by colonialism. I mean Netherlands, and also the difference with the Indonesian people. It's if you see in the map, you can see the difference between it. That's the first. And then the second is why it is urban planning also, because they cannot predict in the future what people use as a public as transportation in the future. For maybe because of a lot of people in Bandung right now, maybe MRT is the best choice, or maybe they can make some public transportation good enough. That's my opinion, I think. Thank you.
Okay, that's really interesting, Torik. Can you give us the link to the map of the urban planning site by the Netherlands, the Dutch? And I don't know where can we get that information?
I mean you can see that in the Google Maps actually.
You can open the Google Maps and
Which
search
uh-huh.
Bandung city, and then you can see where is the location made by
Oh,
by
okay.
the Netherlands, and which
Uh-huh.
one will made by Indonesia.
Okay,
If you
okay.
want to see
The-
that, you can open the Google Maps actually.
Yeah. I get what you mean. From Google Map, the neat one is maybe developed by the Dutch, and the okay, yeah, I get what you mean. That's right. So it's the bad urban planning. The next one, Irani, are you still raising your hand because you want to express your
No.
opinion? No? Okay. So the next one is Mbak Elvira.
Thank you.
Yes, please.
Yes, in my opinion, I live in Bogor, and before pandemic and before COVID, Bogor is famous with one. Well, it is not exactly 1 million, but 1 million public transportation like angkot, and angkot
Yeah.
not follow the rule and make can make a traffic jam. But for now, I think because my place is in Parung, it's not big deal with the angkot. But for me, I think the traffic jam is about the time, high mobility. Because in my place, especially in the Parung market, it is they have a special time, have the traffic jam in the morning, and when we come back to office. But
Okay.
another time, it's normal, because I think for now we can have a hybrid work. Actually, for me, my institution can have a police working from everywhere. I can working from home. I can work in the office.
Yeah.
But if compared in the Jakarta, I think it is a still problem, and the problem is not just about the high mobility, and also about the vehicle volume, because I think the Jakarta people is rich people, and one home have more than one car. So
Yeah.
in Jakarta, they have some regulation, odd and ganjil genap, and but
Yeah.
still in the some time, traffic jam is still happen. But in Bogor especially, the traffic jam happen again if the road is repair, what's I mean
Maintain.
maintenance. I don't know why in this month every place is maintenance, but it's not for me. The priority is not there. But why the government repair the place in the
anyway.
road province, but in another road is very bad, but not repair, but in the province road is still good, but they repair. I don't know. I think it's about the project. Yeah.
Priority. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
opinion. Thank you.
So you adding one more from the previous. I think the other than the traffic volume, car volume, they are the same, and the maintenance. I think it's just the priority of the local government. Yeah. Okay. So we have 6 minutes left. So if you can make this quick, Mas Bima, Mas Rahmat, Mbak Yeni, sama Mbak Hana terakhir ya. 4 ini terakhir. 5 minutes. That's okay. Maybe Mas Bima first. Hello.
Okay, I will talk about my story.
Okay.
I went mudik in 2 days years from Bogor to Palembang. So what I noticed, think that housing question are one, the volume and how people went from one point to other point. The two
Yeah.
is how the local government managed to fix the road and how they how they're planning the situation and the long range. The third is on how the local long range transportation like ship or plane must be
Yeah.
in good situation to be used.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. This is another good point. We are Mas Bima is talking about interurban transportation. The previous ones that the previous participants talk about is inside an urban or metropolitan. So it's like intra-urban problems, and Mas Bima is talking about interurban transportation, and that is good. How government couldn't provide adequate facilitation, transport facilitation for those people who are traveling far. Okay, Mas Rahmat, please,
Okay,
your
thank
opinion.
you. Can you hear my voice? Hello? Hello, everyone?
Yes, 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 yes. I can hear your voice clearly.
Okay, I want to share a different
Yes,
perspective.
yes, clearly.
I will
Hello,
tell,
hello.
yes. I will tell a different perspective with the others. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about the infrastructure or any technical issue, but what makes the congestion is about the culture. Please, no offense to the others. What the biggest question is why people still buy a new car even they know the road had a bad traffic? Because people buy a car not just for the transportation, but they will buy a new car for the prestige. For most innocent people, have a car means they are high social status, and that's why makes a congestion, because people still buy a new car, and it's happened until today. But please,
That's
no
nice.
others. No
That's a great point. Very good point.
because there is an idiom I ever read, but I forget who said. In a developed country, people who are using a public transport means they are highly educated, but in a less developed country, people who buy a car means they are rich. So there is the opposite between high developed and low developed country. Do you get my point?
Yes.
But this is my personal perspective. No offense. Okay, thank you so much.
Is it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for your opinion.
You are welcome.
Sorry, I got disconnected. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Whose turn right now?
Yeah, my internet connection is going down. Is it clear now?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. So is my screen up?
No, I still can't see the question.
Yeah. Yeah, we can
Yeah.
see your question.
Okay, okay. So those opinions were great. They are we are talking about multi-perspective opinions, but it's not bad. Sorry, I cut the people who raise hand because we have only. Yeah, that's okay. We will have breakout room after this. In technical perspective, the culprits are simple. If you remember what I said before, what is congestion? It has something to do with traffic demand and road capacity. So the culprits are high traffic demand and or low road capacity. Okay, that's easy, right? Theoretically. So what makes high traffic demand? In Indonesia, it is private vehicles. So I couldn't agree more with Mas Rahmat before. Okay, so in this urbanism, in this digital and urban age, private vehicles are dominating the road. I get the data. If you want to know more about the usage and so on, there are so many studies. You can search by yourself. But if you want to know it deeply, you can always DM or PM me. But the question is, who drive those vehicles? I have to admit, me. I am driving my private vehicles, as well as 2/3 of you who answered it in the quick question before. Okay, in the traffic engineer community, there is also an idiom similar to Mas Rahmat. If you are in traffic, you are part of the traffic. If you are in congestion, I mean, if you are in congestion, you are part of the congestion. Okay, so the question of who drive private vehicles, so the culprits of this congestion is actually all of us. Me, you, they, and everybody else in Indonesia. We are still using private vehicles, especially in urban area, in highly dense population area. But that is just the triggering question. How to make it better? Okay, so this is some deconstruction mindset deconstruction that I want to give to you, that principally outside from the culture, from the road user behavior in the road itself, okay, or maybe the bad prioritizing of road maintenance or the low road capacity. Okay, if we are talking about low road capacity, there is a terminology called induced demand, which are caused by the increase of road capacity. So by increasing road capacity, it does not necessarily reduce congestion, because people who previously not used the road will see that, oh, the road is empty now because the government increased the capacity, so I will start use my private vehicles. Okay, so there is the loop, the devil's loop of increasing road capacity. So as increasing the road capacity is not the solution to our congestion, lowering traffic demand is our only solution. I hope you guys get my point. Okay, so it is proven already why increasing road capacity is not solving congestion. Again, if you want to know the details, you can always ask me in private, because it will be too long if I explain it here. But just believe me, increasing road capacity in the short run, okay, it will solve congestion, but not in the long run. So what can we do to solve congestion in the long run? is to lowering the traffic demand. Okay, so but you may give me some defense or adjustment like, oh sorry, I have to use my private vehicles because our public transportation is bad, and so on and so on. You can give me those reasoning in the breakout room. Okay, with your partner, Mr. Jovi, please help assist me to do the breakout
Okay.
room. With your partner, please identify 3 top reasons why private vehicles are dominant in Indonesian road. In a simple way, why you use your private vehicles. That's easy, right? So please discuss with your partner, breakout room partner, for how long, Mr. Jovi? 10 minutes?
Because the presentation is over time, so I will give 15 minutes for each breakout room.
No, there is only one. There will only one break room in this session.
Okay.
I already
So
asked
I
Mr.
will
Dennis.
give maybe with
I think 15 minutes is okay because each room will
25.
present. Each room will present afterwards, if that's okay, Mr. Jovi. So maybe 15 minutes breakout room, and then
Okay.
another discussion after breakout room here. If
Okay.
that's okay. Yeah, okay. Please join your room.
Hi, Mr. Yahya.
Hello.
Okay, is that any other session again after this or?
Yeah, just one last discussion, and I will conclude everything. We shall finish by 9, I think.
Okay. Can I ask you something?
Yeah, please.
I see your profile name. You are from Urban Policy Indonesia. Can you hear my voice?
Is it me that's lagging or Mr. Rahmat?
No, I can hear your voice.
Not the one that lagging, Yahya.
Okay, yeah, I think so. Can you repeat that, Mr. Rahmat? I think my
Okay,
connection
I
is
see your
back now.
profile name. You are from Urban Policy Indonesia. Anyone can hear my voice?
Yes, yes.
I can hear your voice clearly.
Okay, I just have a simple question. What about what happened after this session? Is our discussion will be kept as a private or it be published in your company?
That depends. I mean, this is the one that I am presenting right now is the similar material that I will be presenting everywhere. So the material itself is a public in public domain, but the contents, if any of you have any objections, that okay, if you are not wanting to be inside or be part of this, you can always ask me, and I will erase your name out of the discussion and so on. But initially, yes, I will include any discussion, any public discussion like this, to be the input for my institution research. If that
Okay.
answer your questions, yeah.
No problem at all. I just worry. You know, Indonesian police right now is sometimes they are. No. I will stop.
We cannot give
Yeah.
suggestion
Sometimes.
for the government. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes if people have a different perspective, they will. Yeah. No, I will stop this.
No, I think we are similar, Mr. Rahman. No worries, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, can we continue?
Yes.
Can we discuss the matter?
Yes.
Mr. Irfan, Mr. Irfan or Mr. Yahya, you want to lead the discussion up in the main room?
Yahya is lagging right now. It's freezing in my screen.
I think
I think Yahya want to continue.
I'm back. I haven't paid my internet, I think. So can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So there will be no more breakout room because I already told Kang Dennis to alter the format a bit. So we only have one breakout room. We will discuss the topic from our breakout room here now, maybe, and I will conclude everything in the end with a small conclusion. If that's clear for everyone.
I think so.
Yeah, okay. So we can proceed with the discussion. So I hope you already have a fruitful discussion with your breakout room pair. So anyone want to share their discussion result in here? Just raise your hand. I will choose from first come, first serve. Which group want to present their discussion first?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. I was with Bro Surya in our breakout room, but well, let me start off by reinforming the result of our breakout room session.
Yeah.
Yes, I think again, thank you for this such a great presentation and also very triggering questions. Very, you know, uh, it's it's very interesting to discuss. And yes, in our breakout room, we discuss these three top reasons. And I mentioned, my pair mentions earlier that it's about tax policy, it's about uh, public transport comfort, and also about the petrol, or what we call in English is like the price,
Fuel.
the fuel, yeah. So then I added these informations why this private vehicle is still dominant in our country. And as you also mentioned in the previous sessions, it's about the social status. It's also about comfort. It's about comfort. I mean, in terms of comparing to the public transport.
Yeah.
But the first priority that I mentioned was it's about it depends on the way these people going to visit the destinations. For example, if I'm going to visit my friend house and the road is quite complicated, I may use public transport, but I need several times. So for these reasons, I consider cost and benefit, and also the efficiency and also the safety. Then I will use private vehicles to reach their destinations. But of course, when I'm facing the case that when reaching out when I'm going to visit my friend house in the main road, and public transport's more reachable in terms of more accessible in terms of efficiency in reaching that destination, I may use public transport. So I think this is very common reason and very reasonable statement for those who why they still should, I mean, they still should have private vehicle to address this case.
Okay. That's a very good one. That's interesting, and that if I have to mention, that's what actually transport engineers and transport planners are doing. I don't know the practice in Indonesia. I just got back early this year, so I don't know much. I'm adapting, but in the UK specifically, that's what they're doing. So I'm going to see the practice in Indonesia. That's why I'm holding this kind of session and all. But that's a very good input from you. Is there anyone that want to express their discussion, their results? Mbak Yeni, I was with Mbak Yeni in the breakout room, and she has very interesting. Do you want to present? Is Mbak Yeni still here?
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a breakout room with Mr. Yahya, and we talk about the reason why private vehicles are dominant in Indonesia road. I live in Bogor City, and the private vehicle is increased, but the about the what I said.
The infrastructure, I think.
Yeah, the infrastructure is no increase. So if the netizen have more private vehicles, the government should increase the infrastructure, but in my hometown, I don't see the increase of infrastructure. And then I think private vehicles are dominant because every person have use a private vehicle in their in the like in my
Daily
house,
commuting.
yeah. In my house, I have one more private vehicles because we have used this to another function, like not for prestige, because like my brother-in-law have to use a car to his
Office.
house, yeah, his office, and then my husband have to go to another person. So we if we go to public transportation in Bogor to Jakarta have more time to reach. So we have to use private vehicles to go because of the function of private vehicles in one house, right? And then what is the another reason? I forgot.
Yeah, I think Mbak Yeni said there was little to no interventions from government to the private vehicle users. So people easily buy new cars and use it on the road without any like kind of penalty or whatsoever. But then Mbak Yeni suggests that how if private vehicles that bought by using credit or not paid in full cannot use public road. That's the her suggestion to the government is to restrict the usage of private vehicles that are not yet paid in full to be not usable in public roads. That's very interesting way to restrict the usage of private vehicle. Thank you, Mbak Yeni. The next one and maybe the last would be Mbak Hana, please. Mas Anggit, we will see if we have any time left or not. Please, Mbak Hana.
Okay, hi everyone. So I had spoke with Mas Irfan. So yeah, Mas Irfan told me that he didn't feel comfortable with public transportation because he didn't know how to use public transportation since he was born. He never used public transportation except to go back to his hometown or when he visit to Jogja. Actually, he lives in Jakarta, but he doesn't brave to try public transportation. So I suggest to any one of you in Jakarta, please accompany him to have a trip with public transportation in Jakarta with him. So I think use his own vehicle because he afraid to come late to his work since he's a mobile person. He need to go everywhere, so he better choose his own transportation. He own his own vehicle. Sorry. So I can extend about the which will make us comfortable with. So I think the reason why people use their own vehicle is because they feel their own vehicle is the bestest thing to use to go everywhere since our public transportation can accommodate us to go everywhere. Especially in Jogja, we have Trans Jogja, it's a bus, but it cannot help me to visit my destination because it keeps transit to many places that spend much time since I don't have many many time to reach my destination. Yeah, kind of like that. So personally, I love to go for walk, but the problem is our sidewalk or our pavement is bad, so many holes, and sometimes many people park their own vehicle in the sidewalk, and also the street food seller that block the way. So it makes me what is that? It makes me confused. Not confused. It just annoyed me because I have to walk zigzag to go for walk. Yeah,
Overtake. Yeah.
that's from
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That's so complicated. I think, this is a multidiscipline, multi-variables problems that we need to. I don't know if you guys are thinking that this needs to be solved or not, but we personally in urban policy Indonesia think that this is our biggest challenge in urban planning and urban policy. I think Mas Anggit, we don't have much time, so I'm so sorry. We can always discuss after this session. Any of you can always PM me if you have any suggestion, any question, or anything. So I will conclude this with some, again, theoretical aspect that researcher or maybe governments or any academicians or private companies trying to do to solve congestions in everywhere basically, but in urban context, in big cities in Jakarta, in Indonesia, in metropolitan area, this is basically the solution, the theoretically simple solution to the congestion. But as you know, there are many challenges to implement this this solution, and we'll see. So the solution is to intervene the use of private vehicles, as you know. Okay, so the culprits are private vehicles because we cannot really increase road capacity endlessly. At some point, we have to stop increasing road capacity. Because why? Because we don't have much space left in our urban area. Okay, that's the question. And then it will trigger the induced demand, the demand that come because of the increased capacity. So it will be the devil's loop, and it will be endlessly become a problem. It won't solve the congestion, but to reduce the demand is our only solution. So we have to interfere with this step. There are 6 ladder of interventions that everyone in planning are doing, are trying to do. The first one is to monitor the situation. Because why? Because in every corner of the world, there will be some aspect that is different, some aspects that are different from the other side of the world. Okay, like maybe in Jakarta will be different from the one in London, in New York, and so on. The difference could be in the demographical aspect, maybe in the climate, maybe in the social culture and whatsoever. So we have to adjust to the to any situation that is happening in our neighborhood. The second one is to provide information and education, and that is exactly what I'm doing right now. We are trying to educate people what is and what is not causing congestion, what is the thing that we can do to contribute to solve it, what is actually worsen the congestion and so on and so on. So if you are not that idealist of person like me, I'm not that idealist. I still ride my own motorcycles. I still sometimes I use them for work, but I still use public transport. At least part of me wanted a better future, so I'm trying. If you know, one of my lecture, he never used motorized private vehicles. He has 2 bicycles. The one that he used from his house to the station, and he put it there, and he take the train to other city, not city, to the destination, where he put his second bike there and cycling to his work from the station. So that's what his daily commuting pattern, so sustainable and so green. And that's what an idealist person is. But I know it is hard to do something like that in Indonesia specifically. So I don't blame anyone. I blame myself for for not being idealist, but I don't blame you for not being that. But that's okay, because that's why we're here. We're trying to help Indonesian citizens to reclaim their road. Road is public space, okay? Not the space that owned by car users only or motorcycle users only. Pedestrian have the rights to use the road, okay? It's public space. Cyclists have the rights to use the roads. Everyone have the rights to use the roads. That's why we are here to help you build a better future for our transportation. Okay, the third one is to enable choice to trigger behavioral change. This is already on the governmental level. So what can we do is to advise them. Okay, I don't know, if you're a citizen, you can always come to the legislative meetings. You can always do that, and to give perspective on how you improve your neighborhood and so on and so on. That's on the citizen level. On a researcher level like me, we can do the public discussion like this, and then publish policy paper, publish policy brief, and so on. On governmental level, we can enable choices for citizens to travel wisely, to choose between private cars, private vehicles, or motorized private vehicles, because I don't have any problem with non-motorized private vehicle, like walking even. That's right, that's okay. So if we can, in a grassroots level, if we can sound our, our needs like this, okay, please provide us more choices in our daily commuting, that would be good. Okay, so urban policy Indonesia will be holding a series of events. I don't know when and what's inside, but just keep in touch with me or with us. I will provide you with the information later. Maybe we can go on the outing with public transport, Kang Dennis. I don't know, maybe if we go to Bogor together using public transport only, something like that, that would be fun. So the fourth ladder of intervention is to guide choices after the government provide choices for the transportation modes. We need to guide them to choose the greener, the most sustainable way in 3 steps. The first one is to change the default. How to change the default? We need to change the default from private vehicles to, say, public transport. Okay, and then the second one, we give incentive to do that. Let's say we need to subsidize public transport, so the price is not that high. That's what Jakarta government's doing with MRT. They are actually subsidizing the price. If you know the cost of service sold for MRT, it is so high that most of I don't know, most of the workers will hesitant to use the MRT. But that's a good example. And the last one, the third step, is to disincentive to choose other modes. In this case is the use of private motorcycles, or maybe, I don't know, private helicopters. I don't know if that's any case of our commuting problem. But policy like ganjil genap, even odd day, on even and odd day, and then congestion charge in developed country, where they actually charge private vehicles to enter the downtown. Downtown is where an urban city is mostly populated, and so on, so on. So we incentivize the public transport, and at the same time we disincentivize the use of private car. This is again in the governmental level, but in a citizen level like us, we can try to, as best as we can, use what government already provide us. But if you face challenge, you can always sound your voice to your local councilman or legislative or whatsoever, or to us, to an independent research body. So we can always advise the government, the local government. So the next one, almost ultimately, is to restrict the choice. Okay, so ganjil genap ultimately will restrict the use of private vehicles in some of parameters, like plate number, to entering some zones, and that's very good example and very good law enforcement. Or like car-free zone in Paris or Paris, in Rome, in London, in many developed cities, they already enact this policy of car-free zone, where their downtown is literally car-free. So if people want to go there, they have to walk. They have to use non-motorized transport. And this is the ultimate goal of our transport planning. Or even better, is to eliminate choice. This is some mind-blowing options, but some cities are actually doing this. Okay, what do you mean by eliminate choice? Is to eliminate our need to transport. Okay, if you see what the discussion, some people said they live in Bogor but work in Jakarta. The work choice resulting in the needs of transport. But cities like Paris, okay, like Rome, they eliminate the needs of transport. Why? They develop a walkable 15-minute city. What does it mean? It means that people in those areas, they don't need to walk more than 15 minutes in walking time, right? Not riding or driving. 15 minutes walking time to reach whatever they need inside the city. So if you want to go to the hospital, you can walk 10 minutes. If you want to go to the restaurant, to the cinema, to whatever you need, they try to provide everything the residents need in those dense area of 15 minutes area. In the case of Barcelona, they call it super blocks. So they cramp a zone with a residential area. They already calculated how many residents should be in there, and they provide any needs that the resident will need in the future, and they provide it there. So there will be no need of transportation in those areas, literally. But maybe once in a month, once in a week, you are going to need to travel outside the city. That's okay. You need the intermodal transportation. Okay, so this is what the ultimate, what academies, I don't know, governments in developed country, researcher like me are trying to achieve to in our daily life. So if in Indonesia, in case of Indonesia, if we cannot eliminate the needs of transport, we can always try to restrict the choice of transport. to the greenest, to the most sustainable one, and so on and so on. So this is actually if you are wondering what's the simple solution that we need to do is take the car away, take the motorcycle away from our road, and make a 15-minute city. But that seems so utopia. We can do the baby step like what I present you in here. I hope that's enlightened you, and that's actually what every urban planners are thinking in their mind to a better future of our city, our livelihood, our neighborhood. So that's all. If you have any question, you can always again PM me. And I'm so sorry if we passed the time, but I hope this is give you a good indication on how we should act and react to our future life. Thank you.
Okay, thanks to Mr. Yahya for the nice presentation and long discussion tonight. It seems we are not opening the discussion session again because
Yeah, that's closing. That's
there
closing.
has been a long discussion between the presenter, between Mr. Yahya and all of participants. And now, are we have a breakout room again or not?
I'm just wondering, Mr. Irfan, you did the breakout room before not one time, yeah? Already?
Yeah.
You all did the breakout room one time, right? Tonight?
Okay.
Okay. So, but may I give some announcements for a while, please?
Yeah.
Okay. So, first of all, I deeply apologize, everyone. I couldn't join from the beginning because I had my trial class. Welcome for Mr. Nuryani, for Mr. Adams, for Miss Yeni Malkis, for Mr. Rahmat, from Khairunisa, saya grup 3 ada untuk bla bla bla, and also for other Miss Ayu, and also for the other participants such as Brother Yahya as the great speaker, Brother Irfan as the moderator, Brother Taurik, Brother Anggit, Brother Surya, Brother Adams. I know you, RK10 if I'm mistaken. Brother Bima Jango, my wife Miss Alfira, Brother Jovi who backed me up, and also Miss Hannah. So my last announcement, if you don't mind, I just wanna tell you, okay. Let me just mute everyone, yeah. Yeah. Okay. To close our meeting, I will give it to Mr. Irfan, but next week, everyone, inshallah, by July what ya? July, let me see. July 2nd. Not next week, sorry. July 9th. So it's not going to be next week, but next 2 weeks, we are going to have the on-site meeting. If you have time to see each other, or we call it kopdar, yeah, in Bahasa, we're going to do it, inshallah, by next 2 weeks. But for tonight, I will bring back to that's my announcement. Actually, we're gonna have that next 2 weeks, and probably Mr. Irfan, before we close and we take a group picture, you may nominate someone to be the next presenter or next moderator.
Miss Nuryani.
Miss Nuryani already volunteer herself. Do you want Miss Nuryani? Because this is the first time, I think.
Oh my God.
No, the second time. The second time.
Oh, Miss Nuryani is the second time.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's my
okay.
second time, but I'm not ready yet.
Okay. I will not force you if you don't want it. No worries. I'm not gonna put the gun on your head. You must do that. No, it's okay, Miss Nuryani. Anybody else wants to present? Mr. Probably I have Mr. Bima Jango, if you want. What do you think, Mr. Bima Jango? Do you want to present something? I'm just wondering if you want.
become some moderator or
What do you want? I'm asking you first.
that I don't know.
Because this is not the first time for you, the third time, right?
Yeah, I want to present something, but it's kind of sensitive.
Okay, if I put you into moderator, do you want to be a moderator?
Yes.
Do you mind to be a moderator?
I can. Yes, of course. If I have the form, I mean, I have the notes. Right?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we have the moderator already. Miss Nuriani say no, yeah. No, don't choose me. Okay.
Mr. Dennis, can I suggest you Mr. Surya?
Mr. Surya, that's what I actually want to go to next one, Miss Hannah. Thank you.
Sorry, Mas Surya, will you?
Would you mind to share something, Brother Surya, for next week?
Okay, inshallah.
Okay, everything's closed. I give it back to Mr. Irfan. But okay, just want to make sure, Mr. Bima and Mr. Surya, are you guys in the WhatsApp group of speaking practice group? Yes or no?
I'm not. Yet.
You're not. Please
yet.
join now because I might lose you next week, and I don't want it. I don't want to be the backup plan. Wait.
I'm using laptop.
Sorry.
So can I have your number because I'm using laptop to join the Zoom.
Oh, okay. Do you have my number?
Not yet.
Okay.
That's why I'm asking.
May you please text me your number, Brother Bima. And Brother Surya, are you in the WhatsApp group?
Yes.
Okay, so you won't go anywhere. I'm gonna search for you. Please text me, Brother Bima, and I'll give it back to Mr. Irfan. We're gonna take a picture
I'm going
together.
to use for support.
Yeah, sure.
Wait a second.
Here, Brother Bima, you can have my number. You can just text me anytime. Yeah. I'll give it back to Brother Irfan. Thank you, Brother Irfan.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dennis, for the information. And once information again from Mr. Yahya, who won the prize. That's Mbak Yeni. She won 50,000. 50,000. Okay. Before I close this meeting, I want to say I'm sorry if I become a moderator tonight. There was a mistake, and see you next week. Okay.
Take a picture.
Okay. Before we take a picture, I hope to all participants, open your camera.
What happened here?
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Once again.
I can hear the camera click. Voice.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you,
See
everyone.
you
Thank
next
you,
week.
Yahya and Mas Irfan.
Thank you.
Have a great night. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, Mr. Yahya. Thank you, everyone.
Yahya, thank you, Mr.
Irfan, Mas
Irfan.
Yahya.